And after all of this, we have concluded that there is no other reasonable explanation
They
other
did all the
than
science stuff. Of course,
they
that's
did.
how they know.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Monsters Lounge. I'm Jenny.
You know what? I'm Tressa.
I didn't know that, so I'm glad.
I'm
I'm
glad I
glad you
told
told me
you.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jess, I have had a horrible cold all weekend long, and I am
Oh.
still like off in I don't know where, medication, Dayquil land.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I know, I know. So I'm gonna do
Congratulations.
this, and then I'm gonna take a nap about halfway through the show.
Oh, don't
No,
do that.
okay.
No, don't make me
Mm.
do this by myself.
That'd be horrible. I don't think I would ever want to.
Oh,
Um,
that makes me kind of feel bad.
what? No, that I would never want to do it without
Oh,
without
okay.
you,
Well,
without you. That's that's things that I'm saying.
mm-hmm.
Welcome to Jenny's brain on cold medication.
It's not much different. It's just a little bit weirder.
It's just a little
Hey,
bit weirder. Hey,
you know
what?
what I got for you this week?
What do you got for me?
I got you a TikTok just for you.
What? Yay!
Listen, everybody watching, everybody listening, it's 2 minutes long, so buckle up. But also, it's very narraty, so you'll pretty much get the gist if you're just listening. But also, just go watch it anyway. It's really fun. Okay, here
A
you go.
couple in South Dakota woke up after a snowfall to find human footprints leading to the door of their house. No person in sight. Upon further investigation, the woman who lives at this house realized these footprints were pointing in opposite directions. Not two footprints of someone coming up to the house and then walking away. One foot pointing towards her house, while the other footprint points away from her house. Not creeped out enough? These aren't shoe prints. These are bare human footprints. He then decides to follow these weird footprints and see where they go. If you're thinking maybe don't do that, it's too late. She done did it. Things going on as she's following these tracks, recording the footprints as she goes. Sometimes there'll be like some deer tracks kind of intermingled along with these footprints. These footprints, again, one pointing one direction, the other foot pointing the opposite direction, will be spaced out pretty far. They'll be really close together and there's no animal tracks anywhere around. Call me crazy, but about halfway through, I swear one of those feet starts to look like a paw print, while the other one still looks like a bare footprint. Don't know what that is. For a little bit, it looks like it's just 1 foot in the snow. Again, I don't know what these things are. To surprise absolutely no one, these people live out in the woods. As creepily as it all begins, she's literally following this to the very last footprint.
And this is where they end.
Also, very obviously like a flurry of like animal activity. You can see all these other little trails crisscrossing. None of those are footprints. This is the last footprint. At the very top of the screen, we're at the tree line. Looks like about like a 15-foot space between the last footprint, followed by a flurry of like animal tracks, and then the woods. And then she turns around one more time to then show you this whole track leading up to the door of her house. Maybe don't visit South Dakota.
Okay, so we all know that it was a one-legged person, and then the animals got that person when they were running away, right?
Yes, a bloodless coup is what they call it. I grabbed that from Married to a Lunatic on TikTok, so everybody go check her stuff out. But how fun is that?
That is super fun. I have serious objections with her following the footprints, but also I definitely would as well.
How could you not follow those? Once you see two footprints that are faced opposite directions, I'm
I don't know
following
that
that.
I don't know that I'd be going alone.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Wait for somebody? No.
Yes.
No. What?
What?
Wait?
Yes.
No.
Why?
What? You just do it. Like, you could see her door from where they ended. It's fine. But also, she kept saying, I don't know what those tracks were. Aren't those rabbit tracks? I don't know for sure, but they look like rabbit tracks to me.
The big track or
No. They were like a
the
set
little
of.
ones? Yeah, those are rabbit tracks.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
rabbits gained bloodlust and came after that poor one-legged person who was
One-legged
hopping
person.
through the snow.
They were just trying to collect for their paper route, and
Tragic.
tragedy struck, and a resident is just monetizing their tragedy. That's great for them.
They just wanted a pair of shoes, man.
Right?
Just a pair of shoes. That's it.
Mhm.
And not
Or
even a pair of
one.
shoes, just one. They just needed
Just half a
one.
pair of shoe. Half a pair
Man,
of shoe.
I'm shocked and appalled that woman didn't realize what was going on.
It's so obvious.
Well, is it obvious by my paper sounds on this end what kind of show that we have?
Scandalous?
When do I like to shuffle my papers?
When there's a topic?
When there's tabloid terror to be had. Yay! And boy, do we have some fun things going on in tonight's episode. So as per usual, we are ripping these straight out of the 80s.
The headlines.
The headlines are right out of the 80s from the Weekly World News, which truly the best publication that has ever been.
This is like a really good episode of SVU, ripped from 1980s headlines of Weekly World News and nowhere else.
And in just a moment, Vincent D'Onofrio will come on and start narrating my stories.
90s D'Onofrio, let's go.
I really should have picked somebody that I could do an impression of, which would just be Kermit. So,
or Dave Schrader.
Or Dave Schrader. Yeah. So we have some fantastic stories again. So in between 1981, which is where we kind of left off last episode, into 1985, there's a big jump there, yes, and we'll work diligently to try to find some of those missing issues. But we get a little bit looser with some of these stories. So here we go.
I like where this is going.
First one.
Yes.
Rampage.
Okay. Wait, is that the whole headline?
Pretty much. There's like 3 headlines on here. So Rampage is the biggest one. They really just had a bunch of different fonts that they wanted to use.
Subheader.
Bigfoot kills 2 scientists.
What? What's he doing in a lab?
Getting a job. Just trying to make a buck. He knows somebody who needs a shoe.
A shoe?
Authorities believe massive beast sought revenge against man who held his mate captive.
Wait, where is this? Is there a byline? Where is this located where this Bigfoot lab takes place?
Malaysia.
Oh. Okay.
Didn't you know that's where the Bigfoot labs are?
I did not.
The battered bodies of 2 scientists were found near their camp in a remote mountain pass where a local guide told authorities a savage Bigfoot attacked them to free its captured mate. Military authorities in northern Malaysia identified the dead men as Dr. Paul Campbell, 46, and Dr. Edmund Rogers, 63, both anthropologists from Melbourne, Australia. Army spokesman Enoch Seaby said the scientists had been in Malaysia for about 5 months conducting Bigfoot research in the rugged terrain near the southern border of Thailand. 3 days before their death, Campbell and Rogers, with the help of 6 local men in their party, succeeded in capturing a beast they believed to be Bigfoot, Sebi said. From their camp in the Bintang mountain range, the researchers dispatched a runner to the city of Sungai Petani.
Sure, Sungai.
Sungai.
It's the tanning place.
What?
Oh, then.
With instructions to cable their associates in Australia and inform them of the good news, Sebi said. The Army spokesman said Aman Singh, a guide working for Campbell and Rogers, reported that the research party was preparing to break camp when a second Bigfoot suddenly descended on them.
Wait, are we talking about the same day?
Yeah, they sent the runner off to like notify everybody, and then they were like, well, let's get out of here with this captured Bigfoot so we can get it back to Australia and see what's up.
So the lab wasn't even in Malaysia. They were just like, let's go capture a thing and bring it back to this other place.
Right. So
And I
here's
say
the
lab
first...
as if a lab has ever been
Right.
introduced into this story.
Right. That would be the issue, is that there has been no mention of a lab outside of you believing that Bigfoot got a job.
There are scientists. That means
lab.
there's a lab with beakers and Bunsen burners. Everybody knows that.
And things bubbling and smoking.
Yes.
Clearly.
Dry ice everywhere. Go ahead.
Which I believe is how most labs are run. Just large amounts of dry ice.
I've been to science class before, I know.
Mm.
In elementary school. Go ahead.
The guy described the hairy beast as being somewhat larger than the one they had been captured. Sebi said, according to Singh, this animal stood about 7 feet tall and had long, powerful arms. The guide told authorities that the wild beast picked up one of the Malaysians and hurled the man 20 feet through the air before breaking several wooden posts on the makeshift cage holding the captured Bigfoot.
How many men long is that? 20 feet? That's about
20 feet.
3.5 men?
Yeah, I think that's 3.5 men.
Yeah, okay. I just think that show. Go ahead.
Little did you know that show was based around our form of measurement, which, as everyone knows...
I knew that. Everybody knew that. It's fine.
Is man tall. At that point, Dr. Rogers fired a tranquilizer dart into the animal's back, but there was no noticeable effect, Sebi said. The two scientists made a desperate attempt to subdue the beast with their bare hands, but the animal turned on them and attacked. The guide said he and the others fled into the mountains. The badly beaten bodies of the Australian researchers were found at the bottom of a ravine approximately 150 yards from the empty cage. Their bodies were flown to Kuala Lumpur, and the Malaysian capital for autopsies. Despite overwhelming evidence that this was, in fact, a Bigfoot attack, the government is still investigating the possibility that a member of the ape family is responsible for killing these men.
I mean, we're all members of the ape family. That doesn't mean the Bigfoot isn't.
It's a valid point. I mean, you're basically just confirming that Bigfoot was, in fact, responsible for the slaughter of these men. Yeah.
And I think what we've learned is that Bigfoot, although a gentle giant, is also don't mess with my people. Like, I'm going to protect my own, which is valid.
They really, with the headline like Rampage, they really kind of were trying to gain some empathy for these scientists.
Poisoning the well.
Who really did just kind of storm in, capture a mate, and then we're like, we're going to take her back to Australia. And
it's called
I
kidnapping.
So I feel like maybe instead it should be titled Justifiable Homicide.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That Bigfoot just went in there and Liam Neeson'd those guys. It's fine.
Do you think he tried to call first? Maybe just grabbed like a coconut and like threw the other half in there?
Jeni, this isn't Gilligan's Island. You don't just call people on a coconut.
I just really want everywhere to be Gilligan's Island, honestly.
I mean, that's fair.
They made everything out of it. They made like radios out of... Anyway.
Yeah.
So in researching this particular story, I found no reports that corroborated this. I couldn't even find the I couldn't even
Did you
find the
look in
scientists
Australia?
that they named.
What? They
Yeah.
didn't just make up scientist names.
Well, I could not find them. I could not find them. Guess what? We just got real big. I was wondering why we were just so tiny.
I know, I
I
just
just thought it
realized
was the
that.
cold medication, but you know, I was just gonna
It
ride
is.
with it.
It still is.
It might still be.
That makes me really sad because they had scientists and probably
I
a
know.
lab somewhere in Australia in some sort of Bigfoot science place. I don't
I
know.
do like that you have completely skipped over the fact that they were anthropologists. Typically, a lab is
Science is
not.
science,
Okay.
Jenny.
All right.
There's beakers, there's Bunsen burners, there's
Dry ice
dry ice.
everywhere, just strewn about the lab amongst the beakers. But in the 1980s, Malaysia did experience a lot of notable reports of a Bigfoot creature, which is called the orang mawas, or snaggle-toothed ghost.
Oh, that's a weird name. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I do too. So that is their particular brand of Bigfoot. Sightings of large hairy bipeds and sightings of massive unidentified footprints, leading to official investigations, such as the reported 1980 expedition led by Meng Quinn Bao. So even though this particular one might not have been true, there were expeditions going on.
There were scientists in Malaysia. Did they?
There were scientists that were conducting the investigations. They just had tiny labs that they carried with them.
Oh, like a briefcase,
like a shoebox display or something. Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a story. Are you done?
I am done.
Okay, I don't want to be rude. Not on purpose, anyway. Hey, I got a story about a little girl. She was kidnapped by space. Let me try that again. I was kidnapped by space aliens. Teens. Something. It's blocked on my thing. Whatever. Hey, I'll read the story now. And this is the first time I've read it. So apologies for how badly this goes. A 17-year-old peasant girl's astounding account of being kidnapped by space aliens who subjected her to a physical examination aboard a hovering UFO has been confirmed by scientists, I bet they have dry ice, in a shocking top-secret report. The classified document was leaked in New Delhi by disgruntled high-ranking officials. Oh, I love a disgruntled high-ranking official so much.
Just out there. This is the one that's going to topple the regime.
That's right. It's all about UFO. Well, we got to go. The Indian Ministry of Health. Okay, let's unpack that for just a second. Just a second. A New Delhi disgruntled high-ranking official of the Indian Ministry of Health. Like, how badly
do you have to be disgruntled?
To like, Liz, I'm going to tear this wide open with this UFO story.
Right.
Okay. All right. Get out of here. I think I understand why he's disgruntled now. The detailed government report, which included photographs of the victims, said that Indu Shah was found just before dawn wandering alone near her village on the Ganges River in the state of Bihar. The girl appeared confused and disoriented when she was found by a farmer who had known the subject all her life, said the report written by Dr. Adi Tarafder. Head of
really
the
don't
government.
Appreciate that they're still calling her subject. That feels very UFO-y.
It's
like,
the
what
80s.
is this subject? I don't like that. That's weird.
And also very objectifying. Not objectifying, but it makes her less person-like.
Right.
Head of the government research team that examined Indu in a New Delhi hospital later that day. The farmer noticed small patches of skin on the girl's face, arms, and legs were glowing, and although he was afraid to touch her, you're a doctor, he took the subject back to her village in his cart. Terafter's report said the girl, who had been missing for 3 days, told her parents the astonishing story of her abduction by alien beings. Indu's frightened family believed she was hallucinating and rushed her to the nearest medical facility. She was just there.
Yeah,
A
she was just there,
military,
and she's
right?
glowing. I
And
need
they released
her
her.
glowing. Yeah.
A
I like
military
how
hospital.
they're like, she's glowing. Just put her in the cart and take her home.
I mean, I'm not going to touch her to put in that cart, but just put her in the cart. Okay, you guys are terrible at your jobs. So they rushed her to the nearest medical facility, which was a military hospital on India's border with Bangladesh. Army physicians conducted a preliminary examination of the subject, noting high levels of radioactivity. Ooh, that's not good, said the government report.
Again,
I added the
sent her
that's
right
not
on
good.
back.
That's not part of the report.
Right on back to the village.
Yeah, put her in the cart. The girl was sedated and airlifted to New Delhi for further tests. Well, okay.
They're just swinging her back and forth. Like we're going back to the village.
Right.
Now we're going back to New Delhi.
She was just in a hospital. I know that they can do radioactive tests in a hospital. I think I don't really know that. Why did they not? She's glowing.
Listen, if I know anything about how people react to radioactive material,
And people.
they like to sort of spread it around so
like
that
germs.
yeah. So exactly like that. So it's like, hey, everybody come, get radioactivized.
Touch the stuff that's glowing, please. Right. It'll be good for us.
It's like chickenpox. Like, let's build your immunity now.
We're going to have a pizza party. Everybody come over. Because it's the 80s, and that's what you do in the 80s when someone has a chickenpox.
Yeah, get it right out of the way. Get that radioactivity right out of the way when they're children.
You're going to get it regardless. Just get it over with now. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, shush. The top government medical team began a battery of sophisticated tests that led to their starting conclusion. Indu Shah was indeed abducted by space aliens! ! We found areas of intense radioactivity confirmed to perfectly round patches of skin, Terafter reported. These patches appeared on the girl's forehead, right breast, abdomen, and on both arms and legs. Researchers could find no plausible explanation for radioactive patches until the teenager was injected with sodium pentothal and interviewed by psychologists. Okay, here we go. Under the influence of the truth serum, Indu said she was walking in a field. Okay, first, hasn't that been proven to be the fakiest fake stuff that ever was fake? Like, there's no such thing as truth
directly
serum.
Out of a Bond movie. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Much like this story. Indu said she was walking in a field on the day of her mysterious disappearance when a silver saucer-shaped craft suddenly hovered over her. The teenager said she was drenched in a bright light and was unable to move before she felt herself rising through the beam toward the UFO. Inside the craft, she was spoken to in her native dialect by a pair of dwarf-like aliens who assured her that she would not be harmed, according to Terafter. The subject said she believed there were other aliens aboard, but she never saw them. The girl was placed in a glass booth equipped with a machine that slowly descended from her head to her feet. We must conclude that this was some type of advanced X-ray, which would account for the radioactivity in her body. Why do aliens have the most radioactive X-ray machines?
I don't think that would be the most advanced either.
It would be like the least.
I feel like they would have gotten rid of the harmful parts.
I mean, obviously, it's just conjecture. Like, it wasn't an X-ray machine, but they could have used like an MRI type machine that would have no Do MRIs have radioactivity? I don't.
I don't know. That's all lab business. I have no idea.
Scientists. The report said Indu had no idea how long she was in the spacecraft and remembered nothing else before she was found wandering near her village. Character said lie detector tests confirmed the girl was telling the truth about every detail of the bizarre kidnapping. The only conclusion that can be drawn, based on all available evidence, is that Indu Shah was captured and examined by beings from another planet, the scientist report stated. The scientists, Jenny, don't laugh. The scientists have stated this, and so it is true.
So they took the
Questions?
girl who was radioactive and they said, you know what would be best? Let's shoot her up with a chemical that is going to make her tell the truth. And then let's hook her up to a lie detector machine.
How else are you going to know if
ask
she's
her
lying
the
or not?
same questions. And after all of this, we have concluded that there is no other reasonable explanation.
They did all the science stuff. Of course, that's how they know.
Apparently so.
Jenny,
I know.
She saw dwarf-like dudes. Obviously. Scientist, Jenny.
Clearly. Okay. So.
Oh wait, hold on. We got a little bit. Let's get some catch up with the chat. Hi, chat. How you doing, buddies? Let's see. Gora G. Nobody uses. Listen, you don't need to yell at us. First of all.
Listen, and second of all, clearly he does not realize that when he says nobody, it's ruling out the fact that I know for a fact that Tressa hops on that truth juice at any opportunity.
I almost said fruit juice, so I got all messed up. And second off, you cannot comment on the chat without reading out what it says, because people listening can't hear it or read it. Nobody uses sodium pentothal anymore. Barbiturates were phased out in the 70s. Thank you, Gora G. I believe you, although I cannot confirm nor deny it.
It's true.
Then Slacktastical says, wouldn't all that radioactivity invalidate any lie detector tests? Absolutely. I have no idea whatsoever. Maybe. I don't know.
This episode shall further be known as Tressa Does Science.
Dry ice!
Beautifully done.
Thank you.
Now, I could not find a single record of this event. However, there has been a lot of reports in India of UFO sightings. A lot of them are quieted. It is not something that is spoken about.
Who would do that? No
regularly.
Government quiets UFO sightings ever.
I think it's more of a societal. Yeah, I think it's more of a societal sort of pressure.
Sounds fair.
However, in the fall of 1954, about 800 villagers in Bihar's Manbhum district, India, reported seeing a gray disc-shaped UFO descend over a mica mine. The craft, described as roughly 12 feet in diameter, emitted a whirring sound and hovered for several minutes before releasing smoke or vapor and shooting straight up at high speed, rattling nearby buildings.
Could that be geologically thingy, energy and whatnot with the mica?
Yeah, geological, paranormal geology. Yeah, I believe so. I believe mica is based in that same sort of family that all those other ones are. But the incident does. Oh, and here we go. The sighting gained additional intrigue because the mine supplied beryllium to the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission, leading some to question whether the location was coincidental. The incident remains unexplained. So, again, we do have reports in that same area, but nothing concrete on the radioactive girl.
I mean, honestly, with that second bit of info, it could just be U.S. government being like, don't mess with their junk that we want to claim as ours.
It's possible. It is possible. Yeah.
Oh, wait, what time is it? Oh my God, we haven't done one
I know.
ad.
One single one.
Let's, well, you know what? Why don't you do a little tease for your next story and then we'll play a little live.
Oh, what we're talking about next is going to be a UFO dogfight over Kenya.
Oh, with dogs? I'm going to assume it's with dogs. Have you been feeling called to explore your intuitive gifts and deepen your spiritual practice? Then Pathways to Spirit was created for you. Sarah Lemos has been teaching Pathways to Spirit for over 16 years. And in that time, she's watched hundreds of students grow into their gifts with confidence and clarity. This isn't just about learning tools. It's about understanding how your energy works and how to use it with intention. Over 6 months, you'll learn about your own intuitive abilities and how they show up, along with many esoteric tools and practices to help explore your potential. But this course is about more than just learning. It's about embracing your sensitivity and living your best life. Register now at mediumsarahlemos.com. It's time to uncover your gifts and abilities. Are you ready to join this extraordinary journey?
You know, it's always a good time when we come back from a commercial and Tressa looks pensive and confused.
Confused is the right correct one. Yes.
The right correct one.
Yeah.
Did you have cold medication too?
Nope. I'm just not very rested. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Starship dogfight seen by hundreds.
Yay!
As hundreds of people watched in horror, 3 alien starships engaged in a spectacular dogfight and disintegrated in mid-air in what experts believe to be the first known battle between UFOs.
What?
I know. The stunning aerial assault was witnessed by more than 200 African villagers who watched for nearly an hour as the eerie scene unfolded, lighting up the night sky over Kenya. French aviation expert Louis Boujon arrived in Kenya with a team of researchers one day after the incident occurred. Never before has there been a UFO encounter that was so well documented, Boujon said. We have confirmation from Cairo that 3 crafts appeared on military and civilian radar screens and vanished simultaneously.
What kind of radar screens do civilians have? Is that just like an airport?
You know, I don't know, because it doesn't say exactly. Yeah, it says appeared on military and civilian radar. I'm not aware of any civilians having radar.
Like a police scanner, but
see, in my mind, it doesn't actually. It gets very confused with sonar because I've seen like sonar screens. So in my brain, it just transfers over.
Well, now in my head, it's the identical thing because I've only seen the movie Airplane to confirm or deny this. So I can really do neither. So
yeah. Well, we also know what I'm going to be doing at midnight, which is Googling what radar screens look like and if I can get a civilian radar screen.
Fantastic.
That's exactly what's going to be happening. He said that his researchers have interviewed dozens of witnesses and will remain in the field until all those who saw the dramatic incident have been contacted. The eyewitness accounts.
Hey, what? Good luck with that. Good luck with getting all those eyewitnesses that were outside all at the same time and saw a huge horrific crash in the sky all at the same time. Good luck with that.
Correct.
Bud.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. According to Bujan, villagers in the Rift Valley north of Mount Kenya noticed an unusual light in the sky at about 9:20 p.m. This white light descended rapidly towards Earth and was at first thought to be a shooting star or some other naturally occurring phenomena. However, at a height of approximately 3,000 feet above the ground, how many men is that?
Wow,
A lot?
that's a lot of math. That's
A lot.
500? Wait, 50? It's either 50 or 500. I don't.
Okay. It's close enough.
You're gonna make me do math that quickly? You gotta give me a heads up. God.
I know I really do. I just wanted to show everyone that I'm not the only one who's really bad at math.
I never claimed it was. I never claimed it was.
I know, but it makes me feel better about myself.
Okay, good.
The light stopped descending and hovered there for about 15 minutes. It was very still. Bajan said that a second light suddenly appeared beside the first, and both began a slow descent towards Earth. By this time, there was between 200 and 300 people watching from the ground. They described the approaching crafts as round, brightly lit objects. At this point, a third craft, much larger than the others, approached rapidly from the south. According to eyewitness accounts, the larger UFO fired what appeared to be beams of light at the other two crafts, which veered away in opposite directions. The two smaller saucers circled around and returned fired with what we can only assume to be some type of laser weaponry from the descriptions we have received.
From scientists?
From scientists who also just showed up with a bunch of dry eyes. At precisely...
They were setting the mood. Go ahead.
At precisely 10:17 p.m., the three crafts disintegrated in a tremendous explosion. Bujan said...
Wait, that's it? Like...
Yeah, they all just exploded.
wait. You described lasers and beams of light, and then
And then they just exploded. All three of them, simultaneously.
Were there lasers on them? And that's what made... That was terrible.
We don't... That was not recorded by any of the 200 to 300 eyewitnesses.
That's why we need more scientists out in the field. Go ahead.
Bajan said he does not believe the explanation offered by some scientists that what the villagers actually witnessed was a meteor shower. Evidence does not support that conclusion, he said. There was a skirmish in an interplanetary war.
Well, I mean, if they're moving around and chasing each other, that's not very meteor-like. But if it's like there's a round glowing thing that's falling to the earth and has a beam of light behind it as it moves, that might be a meteor. But I guess I had to be there.
Now, nothing to confirm this report. However, on August 18th, 1983, residents of Ongata, Rongai, Kenya, reported seeing a large glowing circular object hovering silently in the night sky. Witnesses said the craft emitted shifting white, red, and blue lights, moved at extreme speeds with sudden stops and sharp turns, and illuminated the entire town. Many residents described strange effects during the sighting, including humming sounds, tingling sensations, and even temporary paralysis. Some claimed to see humanoid figures inside the object. The phenomena lasted several hours before the object disappeared prior to the arrival of the Kenyan military.
Several hours. I like that.
Yeah. And then in 1986, an experienced Japan Airlines pilot reported a dramatic UFO encounter while flying a Boeing 747 cargo plane. Okay, so this is just an example of, look at me how I forgot I separated out my research. So we have another report that's actually come from multiple sources that there was sort of a almost like a dogfight in Alaska, but it was a few years later, where ships did the same thing. They just happened to be kind of around this 747.
There have been lots of reports and like video footage once night vision was more accessible of people just aiming their cameras up at the sky, and they're like full on dogfights that you can see with lights. That's neat.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm not gonna.
So just 2 years prior to this particular issue, there was like confirmed sightings that drew out the Kenyan military.
Right.
So yeah, and then there's evidence of other ones. So while we couldn't find this specific one, there are concurrent sort of issues that have been going on.
Maybe they took the other story and they were like, we'll put our own spin on it.
I kind of feel like that's kind of what was happening during this time period. And there's a couple of stories that we have that we're going to make into longer topic sort of episodes like later on, because they're really neat.
Yes.
We're not reading tonight because it is bigger than just the one article.
Will these stories have scientists in them?
Yes, and a lot of dry ice. Like a lot.
Oh.
Like they mention how much dry ice
and
that they're packing. And beakers.
Oh my. This is thrilling for me. This is like my favorite stuff. Yeah. Listen, I got a story now. Also about UFOs. Nope,
is it?
that's
I was
kidnapped
by space aliens. Wow.
It's this one. UFO crash mystery. Pentagon cover up? Question mark. You ready?
I'm ready.
A submerged, you heard that right, submerged UFO found off the U.S. coast by 2 divers has mysteriously vanished, but there's growing suspicion that the downed alien craft was recovered in a secret cover-up mission carried out by the Navy! Wait, okay. Metallic dome-shaped craft was found in the exact spot where witnesses earlier reported seeing a glowing UFO crash into the frigid waters of Puget Sound off Bellingham, Washington. The witnesses said the spacecraft hurled a shower of sparks and flame at least 70 feet into the air and turned the water into a boiling froth of foam.
Seems redundant.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. A few months later, Seattle divers John Walker and Richard Burke made 3 dives in the exact spot where the UFO slammed into the water. A few months later, they do this. Nobody thought to maybe do that before?
Right away. Yeah.
Like maybe if the all right. And both reported finding a large dome-shaped object, somewhat golden in color, lying half buried in the mud 180 feet below the surface. Hey, Jenny, you like to dive. How deep is that? Is that too deep? How many people feet?
How low was the depth?
How many men is 100 feet below the surface? I'm sorry, 180 feet. I don't know if I said that right.
Oh, that's a lot. And second of all, like that's some pretty deep diving, right? So that's beyond advanced. Like you need a special blend of air in order to do that, and especially if you're diving in cold water. Because dive time is cut significantly depending on the temperature of the water, because in order to keep yourself warm, you burn through more oxygen. And I'm sure they were in dry suits and whatnot, but you're talking about serious equipment, and serious specialized training for that. Like the deepest I've gone is like 90 feet.
Like 180 feet, which would be about 30 men, seems way too deep to be diving. Like it doesn't seem physically possible to me.
Yeah. And you're also dealing with like no, especially in like water like that, you're dealing with such limited visibility.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have to ask Greg how far he dove, because he dove cold water in the military and was a specialized diver. So
Yeah,
But
give
yeah,
them a whirl.
it's not usual. Like if you're just if you're a recreational diver, the most you can go is 60 feet below. Then if you have some advanced certifications, you can go a lot lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, that's twice as deep as I've ever gone.
It sounds like an insane amount of depth. Anyway,
Yeah.
despite its eerie appearance, in the turbulent, murky depths, the sunken craft brought shouts of excitement from Burke. Hoo-wee! I'm standing on the UFO. I don't believe him anymore. How is he standing on something 100 feet underneath the water? And how is he shouting with all that equipment? I don't believe it anymore. He yelled into his helmet intercom. Okay, he's got a helmet.
There you go.
It's pretty damn big. Helmet. All right. Burke described the object as being a. Was he wearing like one of those big oldie-timey like. Burke described the object as being about 17 feet in diameter and looking like an inverted teacup, half buried in the mud at about a 45-degree angle. When I stood on it, I could hear a slow-pitched humming sound, he said. It made us very nervous, but not so nervous that he couldn't yell, "Hoo-wee, I'm standing on a UFO!"
Yeah, like
Okay.
that's just weird. And if you've ever spent any time underwater, like you kind of like that, you're not getting that hearing, especially if you're wearing a helmet that
That's what I'm
has like an
saying.
intercom. You're not, no.
It seemed to be about 10 feet high, but we couldn't really tell because most of it was buried in the mud. Burke and Walker made 2 dives on 2 consecutive days. After a 3-day interval, they went back to recover the UFO, but this time they were unable to find it. Today we have equipment that can pinpoint a place on the ocean floor, said research scientist Dale Goody, who had taken part in the effort to salvage the UFO. We know exactly where the object was. It had been there for 5 months without moving. Why was it there waiting so long? Sir, why should it suddenly disappear? We have heard reports that the Navy went out and picked it up. Amid growing suspicion of a Pentagon cover-up, government officials have denied all knowledge of the UFO and refused to comment. I don't know if we have the object or not. Sir. Declared a high-ranking Navy official in Washington, D.C.
That kind of
If we
tracks, though.
do, it may be classified. It could be a military device. Defense Department physicist, that sounds like a scientist, Bruce McCavie, who also happens to be the chief of the Fund for UFO Research, or FOO4.
I'm sorry, what?
I had to shorten it. So the dome-shaped object would be highly significant if UFO evidence, which may never be revealed to the public. Puget Sound is loaded with naval facilities, Dr. McCavie told the news, because they capitalize it. I would think if the Navy wanted to recover the object, it could have been done without anyone knowing about it. My gut feeling is that there was something there and it just disappeared. If it was just a piece of junk, it should still be there. But if the Navy does have it, I don't know how you can get them to admit that they do. What else is it? Let's give another shout out to McAvee from U4.
All right, so we get into the nuggets of truth, I guess, is what we can call it. So there's nothing on record that I could find for
What?
I know.
Well,
However,
they don't even know. They might have it or they don't. That guy
right,
from Washington,
right,
D.C. even said
right.
so. I don't know, is what he said. I think
Yeah.
pretty much paraphrasing.
However, we can determine that yes, there were and are a ton of naval bases in that area, right? Like they have bunkers that have been completely abandoned without even being used in Washington, in that area, right?
That doesn't sound, no. That sounds fake.
No, absolutely. It was true. They were built, for World War II, right? And then never used because we didn't get attacked through Washington.
I'm not familiar.
Right. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, good.
But I can confirm that Bellingham, which is where this was taking place, is number 6 in Washington with 148 sightings, UFO sightings, as of last year.
Wait, number 6? Out of how many?
Out of
7?
the cities in Washington.
And that is how many, Jenny?
I don't know. I didn't bother with checking, but there were definitely ones after it.
All right. I guess I'll have to take your word for it.
I mean, and they have a ton of stuff up there, right? And there's sightings all the time. So like in June 24th, 1947, private pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing
107. It's like 107 cities. I don't believe you, but thank you.
I do like that, and I would prefer to think that he just had that ready to go. Like a special skill is knowing how many cities are in each state.
Got you. Here it is, 107.
All right, how many are in Arizona? All right,
Go.
Give me that number, and then maybe I'll believe you. Also, I will not do any actual research on that. So in 1947, private pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing 9 shiny, fast-moving objects flying in formation near Mount Rainier, Washington. He estimated their speed at over 1,200 miles per hour. And his sighting received nationwide media attention and led to the popular terms flying saucer and flying disc, marking the beginning of the modern UFO era. Additional witnesses in the region reported seeing similar objects around the same time, further fueling public fascination and debate. And this guy actually went out and interviewed a bunch of people, and it was kind of one of the first times that Men in Black were reported.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, because he talked to a guy about it, and this is one of those things that we might cover in a future episode. But it was determined that the man that he talked to probably it was a hoax, but it was like one of the first times that it was ever reported that Men in Black came in and talked to him and told him not to say anything to anybody, which I think is pretty rad.
That's very rad. I like it a
so
lot.
that's a notable part of that story. And we have just enough time.
Oh,
what?
You have another story? Is that what you're saying?
I do have another story.
I didn't know that. I'm excited.
This is not paranormal.
Oh.
I will preface it. But it is.
Oh, I do know what this is.
You do know what this is.
Let's go.
This is about House Go Houdini.
Oh, Huskow
Houdini.
Yeah.
Prison bars were no match for this slippery ... And his nickname was indeed Slippery Jim Cashway.
Is that his Christian name?
Mm-hmm.
Slippery Jim. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2-bit burglar Jim Cushway, was a crafty con who spent most of his crooked life breaking into homes and breaking out of prison. Red-faced wardens all over the country said Slippery Jim was the hardest man in the world to keep behind prison walls. He sneaked out. Yeah, that's in there. He sneaked out.
Nice.
He sneaked out of more than a dozen Huskows. How do I not know that word?
I didn't know. Let me tell you how I know this word.
Yeah.
I believe it was a board game of some kind, and we had to come up with like 4 names for a prison, and the final one was Huskow, and I was like, I have never heard that word in my life.
No, neither have I.
Yeah.
Which is so weird because if it's an old-timey term, I usually know what it is.
Especially if it's about prison. You're always in prison.
I make regular trips. They try to tell me
Great.
that you're not arrested, like Miss Monroe.
You are
Just
committing bigamy.
leave.
You need to stop
And
marrying our inmates.
I won't. I won't do
I
it.
know.
I will not stop.
I know.
The product of a broken home, Cushway was sent to reform school at the age of 7 and was 80 when he died in a prison hospital in 1959. During the 73
He
years
didn't escape that time, am I right? High five. High five.
During the 70 years in between, the incredible jailbreak genius was arrested 53 times for burglary and larceny and convicted 10 times of felonies. Cushway's Houdini-like escapes were legendary in his home state of Michigan, but the crafty con also slipped out of lockups in Minnesota, Wisconsin, New York, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, and Pennsylvania. Again, he sneaked out.
At this point, it doesn't seem like it's an accident. It seems like he has a goal. He's trying to see how many states and how many prisons he can escape from at this
I
point.
feel like that's accurate.
53 times?
Yeah. He sneaked out of one prison by nailing himself inside a crate before it was loaded on a truck and hauled away. But to his dismay,
crate.
To his dismay, drivers spotted him while unloading their cargo and held him for the law. He outfoxed prison guards on another occasion by stealing a rope and using it to climb over the wall. Another time
This
he
is like
used
some Annie stuff. It's like
so good.
Next, he hides in the laundry, and then
in a laundry basket. Another time he used a piece of
nothing but some dirty sheets in here, sir. Okay, you be quiet, sheets.
Another time he used a piece of stair railing to force open a door. The wily convict simply donned a guard's coat and hat in one escape.
Just going home from my day at work, sir.
Day, sir. Me and my
I'm new. That's why you don't know me. I'm new.
Walked out. Me and my picnic basket. Just in case I need a snack. But his favorite stunt was unlocking prison doors with a sharpened spoon. He even hightailed it out of prison at the ripe old age of 73, but was caught by sundown the same day. Cushway is buried in a prison cemetery in Jackson, Michigan. Finally,
he didn't escape that time, huh?
Yep.
High five.
Finally locked up in the big house for good. Yeah. High five.
Other way.
No, I did it.
Oh. You're the other way.
It looks right on my screen.
Your screen is wrong.
So out of all of the articles that we have gone over tonight, this one is factual.
Oh.
And it's phenomenal. And if you so happen to Google and then read some of the reports, it's hysterical. Because he didn't seem any kind of violent whatsoever. He escaped from all over the place. At one point, he had friends help him, and they broke out of a Marquette Branch prison farm. Two other convicts.
That's gotta suck.
Two other convicts. Frank Howard, timekeeper at the prison lumberyard, and Leo Carney, driver of a prison truck, are also missing.
Okay,
the two are believed. Yeah.
So the friends that helped him break out were actually other inmates?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's not make them friends because those are not friends by choice. Those are friends by necessity. Second off, timekeeper at basically, that's slave labor, I'm assuming, on a farm, which means this timekeeper's job is like time for lunch. Like, is that it? Is that what's happening with the timekeeper?
I'm not quite sure on the probably 1930s era or 1920s era inner workings of prisons. I'll get back to you on that.
Thank you.
I'll get back to you. So they are believed to have taken a touring car and made their getaway, picking up Cushway at the farm. He escaped from the Jackson State Prison 5 times.
At this point, the prison
times.
is like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's fine. Like,
Yeah.
he'll be back.
Yeah.
Just let him go.
Mhm.
Let him run himself out. He's going to get tired.
He'll
be
get
back
tired.
for
He'll mess
dinner.
up somehow. Yeah. Mhm.
He's going to
Yeah.
be real easy to catch in like 20 years. It's fine.
Right. Right. And one of the times that he broke out, he went to go visit his wife. It was his sole purpose, which I love.
A woman married that man is what I'm getting from that sentence you said.
Yeah.
Because wow, what a catch.
Yeah.
He's got goals. And he's
got ambitions.
Them.
And he really is. He really is.
I mean, if you can't find a man that doesn't have goals, it's not even
And what are you really doing in life?
Right. You're just
honestly.
What you want to marry someone who's just working in a factory for his entirety of his life?
Right.
No, you want someone who has goals
and one of those goals
dreams.
is to nail himself inside of a crate to escape from prison.
Listen, I thought maybe I misheard that. What does nailing does that mean that you just nail the thing shut, or are you physically nailing your body into a crate?
No, you're nailing the crate shut.
Okay,
from the inside.
I thought it meant the other thing, so that's good.
It doesn't. All right.
It's the wacky world of the Weekly World News. What do I know?
Yeah, well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let us all be like that. So if you are ever arrested, I'm going to send you a hammer and nails, and you know what to do. Get yourself a crate. Get on out of there.
Into the crate and then close it.
Yep.
I'm 5 steps ahead of you. And then I'll hide in the laundry basket. And I'll make a rope ladder. Open some doors with the stair railing.
Over the walls.
I'll steal some guard uniform with a really low hat.
And just tip your cap. Yep.
Going to lunch with my picnic basket.
Precisely.
See you later.
Precisely.
Jeni, it was so nice having you on the show.
Thank you. I enjoyed being on the show. Hopefully I'll come back sometime if I have
we would love
time
that.
in my busy schedule.
Have my secretary call you. Hey,
how is Ruth? How is Ruth?
Oh, she's fantastic.
Good.
She's really feeling herself. She went back to school, so she's doing great.
Good for her.
Yeah,
Brave.
right?
Brave.
Everybody else, go check out our website, Monsters Lounge Podcast. Don't. It's fine. You know what I said. Or tried to. We have stuff on there, like our email and our merch. You can contact us and stuff. Again, for those who couldn't interpret what I said earlier, that's monstersloungepodcast.com. Hey, so anyway, thanks for visiting the Monsters Lounge.